The latest narrative about the dynamic among BTS members has again sparked heated conversations among global fans. This time, the spotlight is on Jeon Jungkook, who is said to have silenced the haters through his consistent attitude towards Park Jimin. The small moments captured on camera, the light interactions behind the stage, to Jungkook's spontaneous expressions when he was with Jimin were again analyzed in depth by the ARMY. Many felt that there was a subtle but significant change in the way Jungkook expressed his concern, which only further reinforced long-standing speculation about their closeness, often dubbed Jungkook. It all started with some clips circulating from their recent activities, where Jungkook is seen more openly showing his reaction to Jimin. In one moment that went viral, Jungkook seemed unable to hide his smile as Jimin performed an adorable little stunt. The reaction wasn't just a casual laugh. Many fans found a different warmth, something that felt more personal than the usual interactions between group members. In fact, some fans called Jungkook's expression too honest to hide. What makes this situation even more interesting is how Jungkook no longer seems to be trying to hold back or hide the reaction, despite being aware that his every move will be analyzed by millions of eyes. In a K-pop industry that pays so much attention to public image, this kind of attitude is considered bold. Some see it as a form of increased self-confidence, while others see it as Jungkook's way of indirectly answering criticism and speculation. Over the years, the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin has indeed become one of the most discussed topics in the fan community. Every little interaction, from the look in their eyes, to the light touch, to the way they talk to each other, is often the subject of lengthy discussions. However, not all responses come from the positive side. There are also those who doubt, criticize, and even try to suppress the narrative with various assumptions. This is where Jungkook's latest moment feels like a wordless answer. Instead of giving a direct clarification or an official statement, he chose to show himself as he is. When Jimin is nearby, Jungkook looks more relaxed, more expressive, and sometimes even a little nosy, a side rarely seen in formal situations. Many fans believe that this attitude is not something far-fetched, but rather a reflection of the comfort that has been built up over the years. Interestingly, some fandom analysts have also highlighted how this dynamic evolves over time. If in the past Jungkook often looked more shy or restrained, now he seems much more confident in expressing his feelings, be it happiness, admiration, or concern for Jimin. This change is considered a sign of emotional maturity, not only as individuals, but also as part of a team that has gone through so much together. The ARMY's own reaction split into several camps. Most warmly welcomed these moments, considering them as proof of the strong bonds of friendship among BTS members. They see Jungkook and Jimin's interaction as sincere and entertaining, a dynamic that is precisely the main attraction for the group. However, there are also those who try to remain realistic, reminding that many interpretations come from the point of view of fans and do not necessarily reflect the whole reality. Still, one thing that's hard to argue with is the impact these moments had on BTS's overall popularity. Every little snippet of video, photo, or story quickly spread on social media, sparking a global discussion that never really died down. In this context, Jungkook may not have directly silenced haters with words, but with his consistent and authentic demeanor, he managed to shift the focus from criticism to appreciation. Some observers also see that this kind of silent strategy is actually more effective. In an entertainment world often filled with clarification and controversy, choosing not to react verbally can be a powerful form of narrative control. Jungkook, in his own way, points out that not everything needs to be explained. Sometimes, a simple act is enough to convey a larger message. On the other hand, Jimin is also no less interesting to note. His response to Jungkook is often just as warm, creating a two-way interaction that feels natural. They complement each other in ways that are difficult to describe in words, but are easily perceived by those who witness them. This is what makes many fans feel that what they're seeing is not simply fan service, but rather something deeper, although it remains within the professional limits as group mates. Ultimately, whether this is really a confirmation, as some fans call it, or just an interpretation of existing moments, remains an open debate. But clearly, Jungkook has shown one important thing. He no longer lets external pressure dictate how he behaves. By being himself, he indirectly answers all speculation, not with words, but with presence, expression, and interaction that feels real. And perhaps that's where the real power lies. Not on what is said, but on what is shown. But what makes this narrative grow even more is not just the interactions that are visible on the surface, but how small details are constantly discovered by observant fans. Every movement, glance, even the standing distance between Jeon Jungkook and Park Jimin is often reanalyzed, played at a slow pace, and then compared to their old moments. The result? Many feel that the pattern of closeness is not something new, but rather a consistency that is now increasingly difficult to ignore. Some fans even highlighted how Jungkook seemed more protective in certain situations. Not in the sense of exaggeration, but through simple gestures, like making sure Jimin is in a comfortable position, or reflexively noticing his reaction before doing something. Little things like this, which some people may not realize, are actually strong evidence for those who have followed the dynamics of both for a long time. In the midst of it all, Jungkook's reticence remains the main point. It does not give clarifications, does not deny, but also does not explicitly confirm anything. And that is precisely where many feel that the answer exists. In an entertainment world full of official statements, this kind of silence can feel more talkative. Many felt that Jungkook chose not to limit himself to public opinion, a move considered a form of personal freedom. Meanwhile, BTS's name is trending again on various platforms, proving that their appeal comes not only from the music, but also from the relationships between the members that feel authentic. Jungkook and Jimin's interaction is one example of how the chemistry within the group can create a strong emotional connection with fans around the world. In the end, whether this is really an obsession as it is popularly called, or just a very deep form of closeness as a best friend, will probably never really be answered definitively. But for many soldiers, that's not the most important thing. What they see is comfort, trust, and a relationship that continues to evolve over time, something that cannot be made up. And as long as Jeon Jungkook continues to show himself as he is, without the pressure to explain every detail, this discussion will most likely continue to live on, not as a controversy, but as part of the appeal that keeps BTS relevant and